Hey, so today I'm here to talk to you about The Right to Be Cold by Sheila Watt-Cloutier, and I think my camera's a little sideways. This is a work of non-fiction written by Sheila Watt-Cloutier about her life growing up and her fight to protect the environment. It follows her life when she was a little girl up in the north, and then follows it through getting shipped down south for school, also dealing with her identity loss and how she came to terms with that and how she got it back, and also up to present day where she is a champion for environmental safety and also human safety and climate change. I've never reviewed a work of nonfiction before, so I don't exactly know what I want to do or how to do it. Like, I don't want to say this story sucks, your life sucks, because like that's awful, and it doesn't suck. It's a really good book. I enjoyed it a lot. I just feel like extra judgmental talking about a book that's written off of someone's life, you know? But this woman has one hell of an interesting life. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. The theme of environmentalism and environmental protection and climate change is weaved throughout this entire book, and it's made to be very important because it is incredibly important. It also changed the way that I perceived climate change, which I think is one of the things this book set out to do. I no longer really see climate change just as strictly an environmental concern, but also as a human concern. And it goes along with that because the way the environment's changed, it's caused people who live up north in the Arctic Circle to have to change their way of life, and now they can't live, and it's dangerous up there, and their animals they hunt for food are becoming more and more scarce, and throughout this whole book the importance of all of that is really well hammered in. I also learned some things about Canadian history that I didn't learn in schools, and it made me really unhappy. Not only unhappy because it was terrible things that happened, but also unhappy because we don't learn about these things in school, and I know it's a terrible thing to talk about, but it also sort of needs to be talked about and taught and discussed in schools and classes and stuff like that, and it was kind of upsetting. This woman's life and her fight for environmentalism is such a heartwarming story. She always comes across as so strong in the face of adversity, and she goes through a lot of hardships and loss, and it's sad, but you can always tell that she just keeps pushing forward because she knows it's the right thing to do. And honestly, because it's a work of nonfiction, I'm really grateful for her struggle and the fact that she pushed forward and she did and continues to do good things for environmental change. The style of writing in this book also makes this a really, really fast and easy read. It's kind of written in a way like you're just sitting down for a cup of coffee with this woman and she's just telling you a story. It's very familiar and very open. It's written in a very inviting way. So that's really all I have to say about this one. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, I think. It started to drag on a little bit towards the end of it, but I think that was just me and the fact that this is like one of my first nonfiction books. I wasn't prepared for what, you know, all of nonfiction is. So I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a really good read, and yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's basically just this. Down below there'll be links to my Goodreads page, my Twitter page, and a link to the playlist for this book series, the Canada Reads book series. And yeah, I guess that's it. Bye!